Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Becky from Wednesday Creations. Excuse me, I have a bit of a frog in my throat. Beg your pardon. I hope you're all well. This is going to be a craft with me today. Craft with me Thursday, and it's number 37. I can't believe it. Just writing my time down and doing something. Spot the obvious difference is my glass tables, my glass mat's not here. It is currently being used for, I'm painting something. Well, actually, I'm painting the board book. I'm gessoing it at the moment, and I do it in stages. Let a bit dry and then do another bit. So it takes a few minutes, takes a bit. So I've just done a second sort of section on it. And so that's through in the other room. I do it on my glass mat because the glass mat is so easy to clean afterwards. I've used mats, I've used cardboard, I've used paper, but the thing is, things like that, what you're painting tends to stick to it if you turn it round while it's wet. So, oh, I haven't got a drink, no worries. So I like to do it on my glass mat, and then I can just scrub it clean, and we're back to normal. So you excuse the state of my desk. This is why I have a screen. However, we're doing something completely different. Brand new project today. Brand new. So we are doing a journal with a bit of a difference. I call all my journals with a difference. So what I've done is I'm making a cover out of 2 file folders. And I've done most of it, but I didn't do, I've left a little bit to show you. So that will be covered up anyway. I thought about leaving it, but I've changed my mind. So what I'm doing, this is a no-sew journal. So what I've done so far, I've left a couple to show you, is I've put my papers in, and these are on 160 GSM. Don't ask me what that is in pounds, but it's quite heavy. And as you can see, they're all attached. Some dark, some light, mixture of everything. This kit is the Pink Monarch Prints March kit, but I'll be using other stuff, as you can see, because I've got my file folder out. I'm just showing you how it's all glued together. The important thing when you're doing this type of journal is to make sure your back is straight. As long as the back bit's straight, and I'll show you how to do it because this is the last sheet. So I'm going to glue this on, and then I'm going to glue the back on, which goes this way. Oh, hang on, does it? I've got to make sure I get this the right way around. It goes that way. That's it. It goes that way. Because this is a top file and this is a bottom file. So you will see all these bits, which is what I want. So let's stick this one on. I'll show you how to do it. Plus, it took me about 45 minutes to get these all stuck on. I didn't think you'd want to sit and watch me do that. I don't know. I might have a little bit left in here. It was quite nice. I got to use a lot of this old... and that's another thing. I used 3-in-1, which does smell quite bad if you use a lot of it. So it wasn't something I really wanted. No, I know you can't smell it, but I'd have to take breaks. Otherwise, it gives me a really bad headache. So it wasn't gluing them all wasn't something I could do on screen, really. Really, you only need to go around the edges with this stuff. It squirts out, but I just stick a little bit in the middle, just so it doesn't gape. And I leave about 1/2 inch to 1 inch at the back here, where it sticks on. And that gives it the ability to lay flat when you turn the pages. So that goes on there, and you have to have it nice and straight. And I had to do this every time to make sure it's nice and straight. So had I done all the others on camera, you would have been bored out of your little minds. Well, big minds, intelligent minds. Whatever, you'd have been bored. And that one's going on there. So I'll stick that one on. And what am I doing it up for? I might be undoing it, don't I? And I'll stick this one up. And then the gluing is finished then. As I say, I just saved these last 2, just so you could see how I put it together. It did take me quite a while, as you can probably imagine. Often when people make these they don't do many pages. But I decided to do 21 pages. Glutton for punishment. But I made a small journal a little while ago, you know, the little concertina one. And, you know, small journals aren't really in my remit, although it was nice to make one for a change. There's next to none of that left now, so I'm going to get my good one out. I'm going to get my new one out. Pop you there. Here's my nice clean new one. Lovely. Pop you in there. Pop you on here. And I want to get this level with the top. With the other thing with using 3-in-1 is it gives you a bit of wiggle room. It does. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, I can wiggle it a little bit. I'm just using this to get them level. There we are. And what I did was it's quite unique, the covers. This is a sort of combination idea about 3 or 4 different YouTubers. Some of the idea came from Treasure Books, Natalie at Treasure Books. Some of the this folder bit came from Anna from Pink Mark Prints, and I've got some of it. I'm just going to trim these. Just going to trim this page. And other people, it came from other people as well. But what I will say is, my printer, even though I make the paper all nice and snug where it's supposed to be with the trays, it doesn't always print straight. And you can tell this because when it comes out, you have white lines around it, and some of the white lines just go off on a thin edge. So it is, when you take the edges off, they're never going to be perfectly straight. It drives me up the wall. And I've tried all sorts of things, but I just have to trim bits here and there. And if it's a tiny, tiny bit, I'll just ink it, you know. But that was an obvious bit, and this bit's... See what I mean? This is level, and this one goes off, you know. It's weird. Weird. But as I say, I printed this on 160 GSM, and I also printed it on good quality, best quality, which for my, you know, I usually have it on what I call medium. But I print these kits off. These are all printed off on good quality, although a lot thinner paper. Whereas backing, I did do some backing on envelopes. Whenever I print off envelopes, I always print on the back of them. Oops, that's not an envelope. I'll show you. If I can find an envelope. Here's an envelope. So I printed that off. I then turn it and print something neutral on the inside, so just so it's got something on the inside, really. And anything else on that page also then gets something on the back of it. So that's worked nicely, I think. So I think that's lovely. Yep. And the page is laid perfectly flat. There you go. Open it any way you like. Flat. Flat. Obviously, some of these pages are going to need writing on, you know, lines on, or plain paper on, so you can at least do some writing in it. Now, these are weird covers, aren't they? I think they're a bit different. I like these covers. I will eventually put something over this. I'd like to protect these because basically this is what's keeping it together. So I'd like to protect that. I've got some idea. I'll just give you a general idea of how I'm going to do the front. This isn't cut properly yet, but something like this with, you know, maybe something in the middle and some bits round. That's an idea I've got for the front cover. But for the inside, I want to make some flips and flaps in here. I do. And I shall do the same at the back here. And then there won't be much in the way of embellishing on the pages, because all the pages are pretty, you see. So they don't need extra embellishing. But some will have little pockets on. I will put little pockets on them. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the same all the way through or what yet. I probably will ink them as well, the pages, but I won't do all that on camera. I'll see how I feel. I will do it evenly though, so yeah. This is a bit different, isn't it? So I've kept the bottom two, whoops, there we go, random bit of paper. I haven't backed any of my tags or anything yet, but I've got loads I've already made, so I'm going to use some. I've got 2 of these because I cut the bottom off both of them. Yeah. So I thought with these bits I could make some nice flips and flaps, is what I thought. And pockets. And pockets. And maybe a notepad in here or something. So I'd like to keep these edges if I can, because it's in keeping with the actual. So do we want that one there, or do we want a pocket here to start with? I think I usually like to have a pocket on the inside of the cover, which would normally be there, but we've got open pockets, so I think I'll pop it here. Nice pocket there. So we'll do that there. Let me just mark that so I can cut it. So that one will be a pocket. I don't want to go on there just in case it's in case the bottom of this is. It should be clean. Oh, it's very weird working without my glass tray. Very weird. Whoops. Oh, well, it wasn't the camera, it was my head on the light. Right. I like that. So this is this one. Oh, let's just get rid of those. I inked that when I wasn't sure what I was doing with the front, but it doesn't matter. All the ink enhances it. Right. Now, do I want this bit at the bottom here or not? Do I want a little twirly bit here? I could do one on there and there. I'm wondering, I think it would look nice, wouldn't it? Let me just think about this. If I put that there. No, I don't think that would work if that was... Oh, I don't know, really. I've never done this before, you know. Yeah, I'm going to make the little mark at the bottom as well. This little scoochy bit here. That's how I do it. I just trace it. It might have been easier to do this when it was... There we go. Ink that up a bit. I've actually only got a bit of walnut stain on here at the moment. But I might use something a bit darker later on. Yes, that works. Good. I wasn't sure if that would... They would both work. Let's get some... I don't know if I want frayed burlap on this or not. Whether I want something else. Vintage photo, maybe. I'll carry on with the frayed burlap for now. Sorry, I have to ink this so I can work out what I want where. I love this colour as well. It's not exactly buff and it's not white. It's like a almost like a lemony colour, but it's not, you know, it's too pale for lemon. So now then, my thingy's running out. Do I want a little thingy in the top here? Yes, I think I do. It's a very deep pocket, isn't it? So let's put a nice big circle in there. There we go. Right. And these will be embellished. I will embellish these. I'm just popping them down for now. Yep, like that. Let's pop you one. You going to behave, Mr. Glue? Oh, yes, you are. There we go. Hope you've all had a nice week. I was here one day, wasn't I, with the start to finish. Still haven't decided yet, 100%, what to do about the cover, whether to do a slow stitch cover or not. I need to clean that. It's not all that clean. Oops, let's get you straight. There. That's nice. Right, while that's drying, this is a nice piece, isn't it? Just thinking about maybe having a nice notepad here. I think that would be quite nice. I could fold that up. Yep. Now then, are we going to have a permanent one, or are we going to have it so you can alter it? Actually, what I think I'll do, I'm just thinking, maybe have one on the back, and then I can cover up those. So I'm going to leave that in the back for now. Let's do something else on the front here. I had in mind to do a notepad somewhere in it, so right, so let's have a nice side tuck here. Oh, I'm going to do this bit at the bottom here first. I'm going to go around here and tuck this bit down here first. Sorry if you can't see this on camera. Just cut this bit off. Yep. There we go. Yep, matches that one nicely. Right. I'm thinking of a little side tuck. But if I do a little side tuck, I don't want it hidden. I don't want to see it there. So, here, get up there a minute. Let me just put a little mark, just the tiniest little mark there. So I know I've got to be that side of that mark. Yeah, nice. I might thin this out a bit. Let's cut it. Be a nice long tuck. So I'm going to cut it about there. Let's cut that there. And yeah, I'm going to do another one of those curves up here, both ends, and then I'm going to trim it down a little bit. It's very thick. It is, without a doubt, a glorious day here today. It is beautiful and sunny. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me cut it down first. Yep, it is. I went out and I had a hoodie on and I really didn't need it. But even the little light, well, there's hardly any breeze anyway, but yeah. So this is 3 and a bit. I wanted about, should we go 2.5? 2.5 maybe. No, I want to be able to get stuff in and out easily. 2.25. Because you can bear in mind it's not going to the edge, it's going to sort of, yeah. 2.25 then. We can always cut it down a bit more, but we can't add on. Oh, that's a lovely size, yes. Yeah, it's absolutely lovely outside. Oh, I just wish I knew whether it's going to... Well, I don't think it's going to stay this way, but, you know, it would be lovely if it could, wouldn't it? I'm going to ink it. It's very difficult to actually see what I'm doing without the ink. That's why I initially inked it, so I could see where my edges were. I'm just going to ink this off here because I need a new thingy look. It's right down to the bare bone at the moment. But so far today I've been phenomenally busy. I have, very busy. There, do that on there. I'm not going to take a notch out, not for this. Oh, I will get a cloth though and clean my nozzle though, because it's not very nice, is it? It's easy to get the pin back in when it's clean as well. Sorry, just going to stop to clean the nozzle off. I know a lot of people do this off camera, but hey. There you go. I'll sit back so you can't see what I'm doing. There we are. That's clean. Because I use the same pot and refill it, that's the thing. Just had to think for a second there that I was going the right way, but I am. Whoops. Not very straight, am I? I've done some yoga this morning, and then I went and did some weights. I don't do very heavy weights. I do them sitting down so I don't hurt my back. And then I went on the exercise bike and did some pedaling. Again, not very hard, not very strenuous, just enough, but I'm feeling it now. I'll pay for it tomorrow, but it does feel good at the time. There. Yep, you can't see it. Lovely. So that's going to go in there. Might have a little pocket on top here as well. I do like them when they've got tiny ones on top. And I was thinking I could actually make that one a double one because it's so big. But I don't want... what else can we do? We can put a... I think what I'll do is put a flip down here. Should we do a flip down here? How can I use this? I want to use this. I can cover that up if I want to. Yep, we could have a little flip down and have a little pocket in it. That would be nice. So if I have that on there, I quite like this one with all the lines on. I think that's quite good. And let's have it there. And then how does that look there? Not too bad. I was thinking of not covering it up. I don't think I need all this anyway. Right, let's mark here. Going to give it to about there, I think. And what we'll do is have a flip down and we'll have a little pocket inside it. I know you're thinking, what is that woman doing? She's completely lost the plot. I've completely lost what she's doing. That it'll come together. I think it will come together. Anyway, I'm just going to cut a bit of this off. I don't need that much around the end. There we go. I just want to use this stuff up while I've got it. That's better. Just straight. Right, pop you there, and then I know it's keen. It would make sense to put it in the middle, but I quite like it off centre, like that. And then, or I can have this bit on the inside and it's still flop down. Bit there. Oh, that's better. That looks tidy. And then we can flip you down like that. You can have a little pocket in, and then we can embellish this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So we want, I'm going to edge these corners. Just round these corners. Am I going to round these corners? They're not rounded. I'm not going to round those corners. I'm going to ink it. As you can tell, I'm winging it. Really winging it here. I just had an idea in my mind of what I wanted. And I'm just seeing, whilst I'm on camera, if it'll all work. And I can embellish all this after. So before I stick that on, it's going to go down. So I want to get this ink to swell. So say I will embellish as well. It won't all be just plain. That's going to go like that, so you'll see that. You might see that anyway. So if in doubt, give it an ink. Doesn't matter if you cover ink up, but it's very difficult to ink it once it's on. So that will go there and it will flip down, and I want a little pocket here. A little tuck in here. Now, there we go. Pop that there. I think this bit should be pretty much straight. There we are. That's going in here. I think that's going. Let me get myself right. Down here. Down here. I hope you can see this, because I know it's without it being inked, it's very difficult to see. Now, am I going to have a little limp in it? No, I think it's going to be obvious there's something in there. I don't think you're going to have any trouble getting it out. Put you away. So, can you see all right? I don't really want to work on this too much, but let's put this here. I hope you can see. This is going down here. Right then. Put you little, and hopefully by the time we do this one again, or we do some more of this. This isn't a start to finish, so I might do some off camera, obviously. I'll have some more ephemeras sorted and backed and everything. Yep. And then we can put this on here. Yeah, indeed we can. I don't know why I put it away, actually. I'm going to stick the whole thing on. I think the fun bit's going to be embellishing this cover. This is a fun cover, unusual cover. Get you straight. Yeah, nice and straight. And we'll decide later if I want a closure or not. Yep, like that. You probably will get some form of closure. It might get a pretty paper clip, or we'll see. And I'm thinking of putting something on this side as well. How much card have I got for the back? Let's not forget the back. I've got this small bit for that. I think I'll save this for the back as well. Yeah, I won't need all that for the back. I won't need all this for the paper, for the notebook, which we'll get to in a minute. Keep another time. But I am thinking of putting a little tuck here. No. Leaving it for now. Leaving that there for now. Let's go to the back and let's do some stuff on the back here. Right, I do want another big pocket here though, like the front. So I'm going to put that there. Oh, yeah, I'm going to put that there. Let's get that cut. About there. These should be the same size, so that would look all right. I could make this one smaller, I suppose. I mean, I'm thinking of, I could make it shallower. Make it different from the front. I'm thinking, the brain's working here. While I'm thinking, I'm going to ink the inside of this. Sorry, because I can't see the edges very well. Let's ink this side as well. Oh, I've inked that bit and that bit. Oh, it was just this bit I hadn't inked. Okay, where's that bit I cut? Let's ink you, and then I can see whether I want to shorten it or not. I'm going to shorten it a little bit because that's very, very deep. I don't mind the front one, whoops, being deep, because I always put message from the bookkeeper in there anyway. So I'm just going to take a bit off. 2 inches. 2 inches. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. I'm going to put a little hole in there. And see, I'm trying to make the back a bit different from the front, so let's do that by making this pocket smaller as well as the notebook. And then if I put the notebook in the back here and I've got things through here, I can then cover it up. I'll think about that. I'll see how I'm going to do the notebook. Let's glue that in place. Yeah, I've done loads today. I'm a bit tired now. But I thought I'd just nip in here and do a quick video for you. And then it's done. I don't need to sat up reading probably because I'm so tired. So I thought rather than sit and just do nothing and read, I'm going to come in here and do some work. And then, now, I usually make 2 holes and slot my notepads. I'm sorry, my brain fog going on here, as I said, and slot them in, which would make them come out here. And then what I normally do is have this covered so you can not see the notepad, but you can still get the notepad in and out, which isn't a problem. But I like, because that way you can reuse the notebook. But we can have one that's permanently in. Yeah, we can have one that's permanently in as well, where you just glue it on. But I do like the ones that you can refill. I always think they look really nice and tidy. There's too much here, though. I don't need all this here. I just need a little bit over the top, really. And I don't need this much length either. I usually have them down a bit. So I suppose we want this bit to about, let me think how I do this. Plop that one in. So let's have it here. So I'm going to cut that one there. I'm going to cut this one about there. And we're going to want it sort of there to there. See my measuring? Very good measuring. So cut that big flap off. It doesn't need to be that big. And I don't want it that long either. So this is basically the notepad, and it will slip in there. This bit will be out, that'll be in, and that will just sit there like that. And I'll put 2 holes and a slot in there. Just thinking how I did it last time. I've done this before. It's all right. I'm just going to have a quick peek at my folio. I've made one in here. Here it is. I made a removable one here. This removes. Yeah. And then you pop that in. As you can see, I've got a cover on mine. And then you can renew this. So I was thinking of slotting it over to the back. One day I'll show you how I made this. It's got a journal in it as well. Lots of stuff in it. If you want to know how I made it, that is. You may not. You may not be interested. So, put it on there. Put my studs in there. That can just flap over. And then that goes on the other side. Yeah. That's how we do it. Shall we find some... I want these... Do I want them in or out? The size. That size. I need them this size. So, what I do usually... I don't know if I can reach with... my little, no, I won't be able to. I have to use the, I know, I'm going to use, need a cutting mat. Sorry, I'm faffing, aren't I? I need a cutting mat. So used to having my table here. Let me just see if I've got a tiny little cutting mat somewhere that I can, here we go, that I can cut on. Look at this tatty old thing here. This knows when I was given this, but there we go. Need to cut across here with my knife, is what I need to do. This one I'll do. They should be level. Oh, right, this I do have to get level. So that is, oh, smack on 4. How about that? Oh, that is not. That's quite a bit higher there. Grab that one out. Right there. Now that should be, I'm going to have to move that lamp soon. I keep banging my head on it. Knife. I'm just going to do it to the, I usually put 2 little holes in first. 2 diddy holes. Put 2 diddy holes in. This does make small holes as well as large. Oops. 1. This is not the time to mess up, Rebecca. 2. There we go. Now, go across here, like this. I don't know how, this doesn't look very sharp at all. Let's see. Let's see how sharp you are. Oh yeah, you're sharp enough to cut this. And that should flick out. Yep, it didn't cut through. Let's do that again. Did you cut through? The top one? Oh dear, my knife is very blunt, isn't it? Are we coming out now? We are. That's what comes of having a blunt knife. Do not do this with a blunt knife. Do not. Right, I'm going to leave my knife out so I remember to change the blade before I pack away. There we go. That's nice and neat, isn't it? And then you have that in there like that. And then when we do the back, we put something over that. And then open, obviously, don't glue it down. And then you can take this in and out. Like that. Right. I'm happy with that. I think what we'll do is we'll make it, shall we? Let's just make it. Right, let's get some lined paper, I think. Lined. How much time have I got? Oh, I've got a bit more time. Yeah, that's good. Let me get my... Whoa, sorry. Just nearly lost my... Just nearly lost all my paintbrushes then. Ooh, this is so heavy. Let me get some papers out. Is there any in here that I can use? They're square. They're not big enough. That's too big. Might have to start from scratch. I think I'll be starting from scratch. They're all little bits and bobs. These are offcuts from stuff. Nope, nope. That's pretty paper. Let's start from scratch then. Yes. Let's start. Have I got any open? Oh, I've got the. What are these here? I've got some cut here. Oh, they've got pretty... Oh, I used this for that. I'm using this. Thing is, no, I don't want those on the back. Save them. They'll be used for something else. I've got all these as well. Actually, they'd fit quite nicely, wouldn't they? Can you see? Sorry, I've got these. I've got a lot of prettiness on them though, which cuts down the amount of... That one's plain. That one's plain. That one's plain. They're plain. Well, that one's not, but it's got a little bit on the bottom. See, what I'm liking is the perfect size. So I think I'm trying to try and use them up rather than open a new one. You know, we are supposed to, you know, use up what we've got, don't we? We do want to use up what we've got. Yep. Pop you down there. Let's just pop you over there in case I need you. Again. Right. Let's see what we've got here. I want them all the same width to start with. Right. They are not the same width, so they can come out. And I want that... Oh, are they the same width? Oh, well, I can't use them, so I'm probably not going to have enough now I've done that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough for a notepad. I'm just wondering whether I can... Let's put those back for something else. Get my notebook out. And into the middle. And, these are just cheap notebooks I buy, and I use the papers inside for this sort of projects, these sort of projects. Whoops. Let's just get some all done at once by just taking the signature completely out. It's very easy. Come out, come out, come out. And then they are just all loose. Very quick and easy. Right, 1, 2. We can go back, I think. 2 cut up will be fine. So that will be 1, 2, that'll be 4. Of course it will. Duh. And then there's 4 there. So I could, let's just cut these down to where I want them first. So there. There. Cut these down and then we can, and those in a minute. Will you fit in here? I think you will, won't you? Yes. Keep the right length. We can work with them then. You there. Right, I want to take that edge off first. There we go. And then we want to put you the same width as this. And then I'll just do them alternately, and then we'll have at least 8 then, won't we? Cut them there. And these need cutting down, don't they? Yep, cut them down to be a bit more interesting, won't it, than having it all exactly the same. There. Cut you down to there. Whoops, got my blade caught under there. Hope you can see all right. Those I won't keep. I don't think I'll be using them again. There you. Put you there. And I've got a mark on here, I have. Save you 2 bits for a minute. Let's see if we can alternate you then. Hey? 1, 2. Yeah, I've got 8 pieces now. Is that enough? Is that enough? Actually quite like a few more, to be perfectly honest. No, we'll leave it at 8. We'll leave it there. Let's put some brads in here. I'm just going to clip that so they don't move. And we'll put some brads in there. We need our pokey tool and brads. Brads. Where do I keep my brads? Here they are. My brads. So I'm thinking. Yeah. Yep. So I just had to think for a second there. It's been a while. It's been a moment since I've done one of these. I've done them loads of times in the past, but it's just been a while since I've done one. Should we use black? Should we make it nice and for a change? Instead of the antique colours I normally use. How am I going to do this with my pokey tool, I wonder? I don't think I am. I might be able to make it with this. I don't have very much strength in my hands. Oh yeah, your work. Put one. Yeah, that works. Sorry, I pulled it towards me so I could do that. I'm just doing this bit by eye. There we go. Pop you in that. Oh, dropped you. I'll glue that down. That should go in there. Perfect. Now, do I want to glue that down? I see that's what I often do. But if you glue them down, you can't refill it. So, I think I might take it off actually. I think I might just take it off so I can refill it. I want it refillable. I mean, I won't have it, so whoever buys it, I want it, they can refill it then. I like my notepads to be, refillable. Yeah. It's not very well cut. It's because I cut it with my scissors, that's why. There, that's much better. Yeah, ink that. Needs inking. I might need to put bigger brads in. Yeah, I thought I might when I had used those for holes. So I was trying to do it with the pokey tool, but I can do it when it's in my book holder, but I couldn't get this in my book holder. As it's going to go on top, we could have some nice big brads now, then, can't we? I was thinking of hiding them, but I got 2 of them. 2 different ones. Sorry, I don't think I've got 2 the same. I think it'd look a bit weird with different ones, wouldn't it? No, none of those are the same. I think they're all odd. Oops, sorry. I don't know why I apologised. It wasn't the camera, it was my thinking. Sorry, I just found some more, so I thought maybe there might be. I think they'd look really nice. I love these, but they're huge and they're not always in the middle, look. I think they look a bit weird when they're not in the middle. Right, I think I might use these or those ones. I'm just checking that I haven't got 2 the same. Nope, I haven't. So you could go for these ones then. Oh, nice dark colour there. Sorry, if I'd known I was going to do this, I would have got these out ready, so you didn't have to sit there and watch me fiddling through. Yeah, I'm going to get 2 of them ones. Those ones, there's 2. Right, let's put all this away. Out of the way. There we go. I am in need of more different sorts of brads, but hey. Oh, I need to put this other one in there, don't I, in a minute. Let's pop you through. You should make it much more secure. Oh, yep, that's way better. I had a feeling as soon as I did those 2 holes that it was going to be way too loose. Oh, that's nice and sturdy now. Yep, look at that. I'm not happy with the way that's been cut, though. Really not. That's better. Ink. Take it off a minute, so there we are. Sorry, that all took a little bit longer than it was meant to, but there. Renewable pad, that's what I wanted to make. Let's get you guys out of the way so I can work. I can't leave anything out like this, otherwise I just run out of space. There we go. You over there. So that's going in the back. That's going in the back. I might ink the page as well, but I won't worry you with that right now. Right, so and we will do something over here loose like I did with the other one. Haven't decided yet, but I'm sure I'll think of something. A bit of, I might back a bit of the pretty papers and pop it on the back. I mean, I've got to do the back anyway, so it's just a case of working around it. Now, I would like something else on here. I'm thinking of maybe an upper tuck here. Depends what you've got here. Might leave. I don't know. I was going to say I might leave it for now, but I quite like the idea of this up here. Make it a bit smaller. Let's see what else we've got to play with. Oh, I like the idea of making this into another little tuck. That's quite a cool idea. You would have to draw around that, though. That wouldn't be an issue, would it? copy there. Oh, just have this. Oh, God. Excuse me. I'm just going to move this lamp. I bang my head on it once more. There will be expletives. Right. I'm thinking of putting that there. Making it a little tuck for tickets and things. I think that will work well. Just something, again, a little different. And we'll ink that. We'll glue that, I mean, even. I've already inked it. We'll glue it. So it's going on that way. So I want to glue it around like this. Here we go. I did have a rough idea of what I was going to do when I turned the camera on. No, it would be quite this disjointed, but hey, this is what you get when you get non-editing videos, but I don't think that matters. There. Yep. Hidden little tuck there. Boop. I might do something else on here. I can't make my mind up yet whether I want to or not. Quite fancied something down in this corner. To put some little tickets in. I could roughly, yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, we could have something over here as well. Yeah, I'll think about that though. I'm going to keep those bits of card. I don't want that piece, but I'm going to keep the others. Right. Then. Shall we, I don't know whether I want to cover the front first or not. Let's do a little bit. I've got a few minutes, not much left. I think we'll start with a little bit of embellishing. I'm wondering if I might sort something out from the back fairly soon so that doesn't get damaged. But we've got some nice bits in here that we can embellish with. There's this nice piece, which we can use. That's nice, isn't it? I've got some bits of paper as well here that I can use. Lots of bits of paper here I can use. Let's see. Sorry. This piece is nice, isn't it? But it should go that way, really. But I don't think it has to go to the ends. I've got a piece that's non-directional. Oh, here. Oh, that's got a flower on it. It's got a flower on it. This piece hasn't, I don't think. There, that one will go sideways just as well as it'll go that way. So yeah, let's cut this piece off. I maybe should have used the guillotine, sorry. I'm doing it by hand now. Right, and I thought maybe we could put it on here like this as a backing piece. Yeah, I think we will. Let me cut this off. Sorry, just got to cut the white off. I won't need this whole bit, but I might as well just cut the white off while I'm here. This is the white bits, I mean. That one's gone through straight, but sometimes they don't go through straight at all. Right. Gonna do the width first. Where's my bin? Oh, it is. Oh, sorry, I've got a hair in my mouth. Width. We want the width to be about there. I'd like a little border around it. I'm going to do a little bit of matting and layering. Maybe over there. That's an old, I think it's card making term, matting and layering. That goes there like that, and then I want a little mark here because I don't want it to the bottom. Put that there like that. It's a bit smaller than I was planning on, but never mind, it still works, doesn't it? I do it at the bottom like that. Tiny little divot out of there. I don't think this will work. Oh, let me give another. I know it won't work, so let's not even try that. Let's get another piece of. I need a bit of scrap. I need a bit of scrap. Oh, I don't know what that was, but this white bit will work. This little white scrap will work here. It won't go through unless it's. There we go. Unless there's two of them, it won't go through. I thought we could do something like this. What do you think? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So let's ink it up. That's the base, isn't it? Basically, it's going to take a while to do all this if it's going to be all matte and layered, but we'll see. I'm going to put this bit on so you get some idea of what's going on, and then we'll have to call it a day, I'm afraid. Any day will do. No, it's a Thursday. Yeah, that's a good start, isn't it? Let's just glue that on, and then we know where we're going from here. Oh, I don't want to overlap that, do I? Let's just, I have to take that corner off. I don't want it poking over my, oh, I can't find anything in this drawer at the moment. Where is my, oh, there it is. I don't want it poking over this, can you see this tiny bit here? I don't want it poking over there. So I'm going to have to round this corner. See if that pokes over now. Look, it's like next size up. Let's go to the next size up. Oh, that didn't work. Let's go to the... Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, that's all right. There's not one. Ooh. I'm just going to use my big chomper. There we go. I've just lost a piece of equipment, but never mind. I can pick it up when I've finished. Let's glue you on. Oh, glue's behaving today. That's nice. Let's get it in exactly where we want it before we put it down, as this is glue stick. Yeah. Yeah, and that doesn't overlap. Good, good. Happy with that as a little starting point. Yeah, I am. We'll put possibly the same on there. We'll see. I might have to print some more of this paper out. I'll have to look. I've got this piece too, which is for like pretend washi strips, and I think I'm going to print them out on my clear sticky paper, I think, if I can find it. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me this Thursday for a little craft along. I hope you had fun doing whatever crafting you're doing. This should be quite a fun project, this, I think. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I think it's going to be fun. They're very strong, the pages, really, really strong pages. It's almost like a board book. But yeah, we'll put some bits in there. We'll have fun making this, I think. It'll be quite big when it's finished, but they do lay flat, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Love it, love it, love it. I do. So, guys, on Saturday, I'm hoping to start the big board book, the glam board book, if I can. All right, guys, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Saturday. Take care now. Bye.